Hello everyone and welcome to my channel if you're a new subscriber, and welcome back if you're old or you've seen my last video. If you haven't seen it, I do recommend that you guys go see that video, because in that video I kind of did an introduction to myself and to my channel and just kind of what my YouTube is about, because I don't want to be just another random face that you guys just see in the recommended for you. I want you guys to kind of get a feel of who I am, just like what my channel is gonna be on, because I do have a lot planned for my channel and I want you guys to kind of join the family. So if you do like this video and if you check out the last one and you like that one as well, please like them both, and also please subscribe to my channel and help a sister out. Okay, and I did mention you know, a lot about skincare and makeup in my last video, which kind of leads me to this one, which is going to be titled 14 reasons why you may still be getting pimples, acne, breakouts, whatever you want to call it. Oh, and also before I get into the 15 things, I do want to mention that they're all random. It's not in any particular order. I just kind of wrote them down according to what I remember and my experiences. And that's another thing, I'm gonna mostly make videos based on my experiences, because that's all I can talk about. I can't speak for nobody else. I can only share what I've been through and, you know, kind of help somebody else out there. First thing that I do want to talk about is genetics and acne. So as I mentioned in my previous video, I just really don't like the fact that, you know, a lot of people don't understand that genetics is a huge part of skincare. People really think that there is this magic trick or this magic recipe or this magic weapon or whatever that can give you perfect skin, and that's not the case, okay? If you naturally have perfect skin, stop telling people to drink water. Water does help, but water can only do so much to your skin. With that being said, I did mention in my last video and also in this video, nothing that I'm going to talk about is research, because I just, like I said, I'm going to talk about stuff that is based off of my experiences. So yeah, I do think it's mostly genetics, because, you know, I know you guys have seen your friends, your family, your uncles, aunts, whoever, just people in general, and I know just by looking around at people all around you, the world, some people just have naturally great skin and some people just don't, and that's the reality of it, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Some people have to pay more attention to little things like what they eat and stuff like that, and while some people could just go about their day and not even shower for 3 days and their skin is just flawless. That's the reality of it. So I don't want you guys to beat yourselves up over your skin not being perfect or your skin not being clear or having acne scars, because to be honest, there's only so much that you could do about it, and you know, that's okay. Genetics. Keep in mind that it may even be like 90% genetics and like 5% products that you use and 5%, you know, diet or something. So don't get crazy over why I've tried this, I've tried that. Girl, relax, or boy, relax, because there's only so much that we could do about our skins. Like I said, it's in no particular order. I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow and just kind of share with you guys the 14 things that I found that may be causing you to still break out. And I want you guys to pay attention to every little detail, because all these things, imagine just living life not knowing any of these things and just kind of just going about your day. Like, I was like, my skin, I'm gonna talk about my skin now. Like, my skin is not perfect at all. In high school, I did battle with acne a lot and scarring. I just wish that people had stressed not to pop your pimples, because till this day, what I deal with the most is acne scars. I have smooth textured skin and I'm happy for that, and that's because I don't get pimples half as much as I used to when I was in high school. I'm in college now, and as you guys can see, even my makeup looks so much better. I've been wearing makeup since freshman year of high school, y'all, and I've definitely come a long way, and my skin has definitely come a long way as well. So that's why I'm able to like kind of give you guys these tips, you know, stuff that I've learned over the span of like, what, 8 years. And yeah, I still have scars on my face, but you know, I like to wear makeup, and I really just hated the fact that if you have makeup on your face and you have pimples, it just looks bumpy. It just looks, you know, it's just not cute. So I'm kind of glad that I had these pimples, because if it wasn't for the pimples and the acne scars, I never would have went to makeup to even know anything about makeup. By having the acne and the scars and dealing with it, I was basically able to learn how to not get pimples as much, to kind of control them, and also to just get better with my makeup. Like, my makeup has come a long way, and I know it's still gonna get better because, like I said, I do love makeup and I do wear makeup very often. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now and get to the 14 things that may be causing you to break out. In no particular order. Yeah, the first thing on my list would be to know your skin type. For example, oily skin versus dry skin, sensitive skin, not sensitive skin, okay? If you have oily skin, for instance, you want to mind the kind of moisturizers that you use, okay? You can't use so much oils on your face. You can't use a lot of greasy products on your face. You can't, because if you put too much oil on your face, it's going to make you to produce more oil, and hence you're going to break out even more. So you guys see the signs that kind of goes on with that? You know, I feel like oily people have a higher tendency to break out. And also, if you have like dry skin, for example, you should know that you need a lot of moisturizer, because if not, if you want to, like, you know, wear makeup, for example, and you would put on makeup over dry skin, like, it's gonna look flaky, it's gonna look cakey, and it's not gonna be cute. Dry skin, you want to moisturize very often, and if you have oily skin, you want to, you know, avoid too much moisturizer. That's why it's important that you guys know your skin type. That's the first thing on my list. And 2, for my makeup girls, I want you guys to always use a primer. I don't care if you have a flawless, I don't care if your skin is so fucking flawless, I don't care if, you know, you don't have a primer right next to you, or you just don't feel like use a primer. And sorry if I'm talking too fast, I kind of want to make the video not too long, but yeah, always use a primer no matter what, because a primer is always going to be that base that kind of fills in your pores. Hence, when you're putting on your makeup, foundation, concealer, all that good stuff, it's less likely for products to kind of seep into your skin, hence making you to break out. I keep saying hence, but yeah, making you to break out even more. So you always want to use a primer. The third thing on my list is to mind what you eat, okay? For example, oil and grease might make some people to break out. Dairy might make some people to break out. Shrimp used to break me out, but not so much anymore. Butter, too much of that will break you out. And the main culprit, what I found was the main culprit to break me out, was the demon sugar. Yes, sugar broke me the fuck out, and I don't know why it took me so long to realize that sugar was a big, you know, culprit. For me though, I don't know about anybody else, because my skin is different than anybody else, but like, I'm just giving you guys these ideas so you can kind of like, you know, check this, if it's that, check that, you know, kind of like experiment with your skin, test it out, know what may be causing you to break out. But yeah, I found that sugar was a culprit for me. For example, if I would drink like lemonade, or like any sugary or any food or drink that was highly concentrated in sugar, for example, soda, lemonade, chocolate, stuff like that would break me out. Literally the next day I would get a pimple if I eat or drink any of those things. So yeah, sugar was part of them. Number 4 on my list would be wipes, okay? When you use wipes to take your makeup off, that's not enough. You always have to wash your face, unless your skin is not as sensitive. But my advice, like I said, these are just things that may cause you to break out. So if you want to know, why am I breaking out so much? Maybe it's this, maybe it's that. So yeah, I find that wipes is never enough to get out all the dirt and all the makeup on my skin. It does something, but it doesn't do everything. So every time or I wipe my face with wipes, I always wash my face afterwards. Yeah, always use always wash your face after you use a wipe. The 5th thing on my list is don't touch your face. This is hard, but do you want to have pimples or do you want to touch your face? Yeah, just don't touch your face. Get your hands off, because you never know what you've touched. Like, I know for me, this was back in high school, like when I used to take the bus and the train to school and just to go anywhere. You know the poles that you hold? One time I held the pole on the train in New York City, and you know, I forgot and I touched my face. When I say I got the meanest pimple the next day, it was so huge and so disgusting. Like, after that day, I swore never to like touch the poles ever again. But yeah, like, you want to be mindful of like things that you touch and just touching your face, which is why I just say just don't touch your face, because you never know what you've touched. So yeah, that's 5th on my list, is don't touch your face. The 6th thing on my list is to pay attention to the products that you use, okay? If you purchase a new moisturizer or a new cream or a new oil, make sure you pay attention to it, you know, because you never know. Like, don't automatically think, oh, this can never be the reason why I'm breaking out, and you just automatically cancel it out. Always pay attention to what you use, because you might be using this one product and you think, oh, this is a good product, it's never gonna break me out, and that's what's breaking you out. So yeah, pay attention to the products that you use. Number 7 on my list would be, don't be afraid of trying new products, okay? We only have one face and one skin our whole life, so, you know, don't be afraid to spend money on your face. You can't be cheap with your face, I'm sorry, but you can't. Like, you know, I'm not saying go out and splurge and get all the expensive stuff, but I'm saying, like, if you're contemplating, you know, should I get this item? I've seen so many good reviews about it. I'm confident that it might work for me, but it's expensive. You know, if you feel like you have to battle and ask yourself, do I want this or not? Chances are you should probably try it, and, you know, don't let money be a factor. Find a way to get the money, save up, ask your mom, ask your parents, ask your aunt, and just, you know, get the product. Like, I know for me, like, my skincare line is so fucking expensive, but you know, I like it, it works for me, and I try to get the money, and when I can, you know, I purchase it, you know, when it runs out. So yeah, don't be afraid to spend money on your skin and just try new stuff after you've tested it out, though, like on a little patch. Like, do a patch test and stuff so you don't go break out or react to nothing crazy. Okay, the 8th thing on my list would be gentle with your skin. Okay, I know people do say exfoliate, which is good, but you always want to be gentle, because if you, like, you know, put too much harsh pressure on your skin, it's only gonna make any condition worse. So yeah, just always be gentle. The 9th thing on my list, this is very important, and I figured this out pretty late, but you always want to wash your hands before you wash your face at night or in the morning. You know, it's common sense. You might not think, well, I'm washing my face anyway, so I don't need to wash my hands, but no, you have to physically wash out the dirt on your hands in the sink. Even sometimes while you're washing your hands, you'll see, if you have a white sink, for example, like all the dirt from the day just coming off your hands. So imagine taking that hand and just like scrubbing your face with it. Yeah, you're gonna break out. So always wash your hands before you wash your face. Number 10 on my list is to store, whoa, what the fuck? Okay, number 10 on my list would be to store all your brushes and, you know, face products away from dirt and dirty surfaces. For example, your makeup brushes, your spin brushes, your face sponge, all that good stuff. You always want to store it in a clean environment, because, you know, dirt could be all around you and you never know. It be the little things that cause the biggest problems. Like, pay attention to everything on my list, or majority of them are like little things that you would sleep on, but like they make all the big difference. So yeah, just keep your brushes away from like dirty environment. Even in your makeup bag, sometimes you want to take it out, clean it out. You know, like my spin brushes, I always make sure that I wash them and, you know, change them, and you know it's common sense to do that. But if you slept on it, don't sleep on it. Always make sure that all your brushes are stored in a in a clean environment, or on a clean surface. Like, for example, you don't want to store your brush just sitting down face flat on the table. That's nasty. Okay, connecting. Which leads me to my next number, which is, number 11 on my list would be to wash your brushes every 1 to 3 weeks, depending on how lazy you are and how often you use them. I'm not gonna lie, I don't be washing my brushes every day or my blenders every day. I can't do that. But I do leave, like, you know, a 1 week mark for all of them. Actually, I'm lying. For my brushes, I leave like a 1 to 2 week mark, depending on how much I use them. And my beauty blenders, I wash them like every 2 days, every 3 days. you know, that's very important. Like, you don't want to have dirt on your makeup brushes, even like your little eyeshadow brushes. You always want to make sure that you wash those too, because I used to break out like right here because my brow brush was dirty. As small as it is, it was, you know, collecting dirt and it was breaking me out, and I stopped doing that. So now I wash my brushes as well. I mean my brow brushes as well. The 12th thing on my list that could cause you to break out would be period or hormones. It's no surprise when it comes to that time of the month, it's, you know, more likely for us to break out, you know, for girls. So yeah, period or hormones, or, you know, if you're in your teens, you're more likely to break out in your teenage years and, you know, when you're in your period. So I think everybody knows that being in your period could break you out. So I'm not gonna talk too much about that one. Okay, the 13th thing on my list would be, so for all my black girls or just anybody that wears a scarf, you know, when you tying your head down at night and you tie it too tight, that could cause you to break out. I found this out and I've tested it out so many times. You know, if you ever just get like a random, I actually have one currently, but if you ever just get like a random pimple like on anywhere on your head, chances are, and you like wear scarves a lot, chances are that's why you broke out, is because of the scarf. If you tie it really tight to the point where it's like sometimes not even that tight, just like, you know, just the slightest bit tight, it could cause you to break out. So yeah, pay attention to how tight you tie your scarf. Isn't that crazy? The scarf could break you out. But the 14th and last thing on my list would be dirty pillowcases. Yeah, so I know this is, I don't gotta talk too much about this. I would say to try to wash your pillowcases at least once a week. You know, I have 2 different pillowcases. I sleep alone. Yeah, I don't got a boo, so yeah. And I try to wash my pillowcases once a week, or if I use one, I'll just cause since I have 2, sometimes if I'm lazy, I will just do it once every 2 weeks. So I would just sleep with one and just leave the other one, and then, you know, when they're both dirty, I just wash them both. But yeah, that's a very important key, is to wash your pillowcases, because you don't want to be sleeping on a dirty pillowcase. So yeah, those are all my reasons why you could be getting pimples. I'm pretty sure there are probably more out there, but these are the ones that I found that were, you know, culprits of all my pimples over the span of like 8 years. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys, because I know anybody, you know, out there could probably relate to any of the 14 things that I mentioned. I don't know which one. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that next, but I'm gonna do a skincare video showing you guys how I use you know, because I did mention in my first video that I was gonna show you guys how I use my skincare products and stuff, because I talked about my skin and how I battled with acne and acne scars, and how, well, I'm still battling with acne scars, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you do, please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment on anything that you agree on, you know, experience any of the things that I mentioned. I want you guys to kind of leave that below. I want to see that I'm not the only one out there. And also, if you like try any of these items, any of the things that I mentioned, and they work for you, I want you guys to also comment down below, so somebody could come back maybe a year from now, watch the video, read the comments, and be like, oh, it worked for you, girl. All right, shit, now I'm gonna try that. And like I said, I do have a lot planned for my channel for you guys. So yeah, thank you for watching, and do come back for the next one.